Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't even know where to start with this one today. Call of Duty Next is going on. We have the most reveals we've ever seen for Call of Duty. So much multiplayer information on gameplay, Warzone 2, DMZ. But first things first, one of the most important things that stemmed from this entire reveal is the multiplayer trailer. This is a 2-minute, 45-second long trailer that showcases, obviously, multiplayer gameplay, also Warzone stuff as well. We get some seriously cool information on what exactly is going on this year for MP. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna react to this, break stuff down. I cannot play it with any audio because of the copyrighted music. That's okay though, we don't miss out on a ton of information without the audio here. And I'm trying to monitor all my other screens as well because there's a lot going on still with COD Next in the background. We're gonna have Warzone 2 gameplay later on as well. But this is our official multiplayer trailer. So obviously everything we see here is multiplayer maps, multiplayer weaponry, the operators, the skins, all sorts of stuff like that, which is really cool. So there's obviously going to be the infill sequences per usual. You can see you got certain armor and stuff with custom helmets. You got all sorts of really cool stuff. These are obviously some maps. This looks like some of the leaked ones that we've already talked about on the channel previously. If we go back a few seconds here, you'll notice that there appears to be either a field upgrade or a kill streak of some kind floating in the air there. Looks a lot like the recon drone, or sort of an upgraded recon drone, if you will. There was also something back in Black Ops 2, I want to say, like the fly swatter or something like that. Looks pretty similar to that. We get some obvious gunplay here, the slow-mo action shots, boats and water gameplay, also helicopters coming in. We can all assume this is going to be based around the ground war gameplay back in MW 2019 with the various vehicles that were in play in that mode. This seems very similar to that as well. So I would assume this is probably going to be a ground war map given the amount of vehicles that are shown here. You got some rappelling in. I'd assume that's an infill sequence. There is going to be water gameplay here. There's visually improved aspects with water. There's audio improved aspects with water. You can only have pistols and melees out underneath it, but you can use this for flank routes, sort of like what they're doing here. It looks like they're going underneath the map into a certain choke point. That scene there with him rising out of the water looks absolutely awesome. That's just a great cinematic piece in my opinion. But yeah, like clearly that's underneath part of the map and you can go in underwater. You get a little first person view here of someone holding a weapon. When you're floating out of the water, it looks like you can maybe hold your gun, but then inside you'd have to have pistol and melee only. There's an execution in place, so those will be back here as well. That's a thermite or something burning. This is an interesting part because I'm still not fully sure what exactly happened here. Clearly this is a primary weapon of some sort, right? What exactly is this pistol coming out? Is that like a quick swap to your pistol rather than a full swap to your pistol where you can like quickly bring that out and tap a player if you need to? Either way, very interesting. Then quickly swap right back to your main weapon as well. Nice little jump shot out the window there. Juggernauts are back. That's officially confirmed as well. And so is diving. Diving obviously is going to be a new aspect for movement here. So you're going to be able to use that alongside sliding, which is going to be pretty exciting. So you can tether that into gameplay to obviously escape a dangerous situation like that. You can also dive through windows and stuff for choke points. You can really integrate that well with a movement meta, if you will. Slide canceling doesn't appear to be back, at least not in the trailer. I don't think that's something they'd show necessarily, but something to keep an eye out for regardless here. Pretty basic stuff though, more executions going on. Obviously you're gonna make things dramatic with explosions. We obviously have the return of the heartbeat sensor. The baby monitor, if you will, is going to be kind of interesting, so we'll have to see exactly if this is overpowered or not. There is a battery here though, you guys can see 100% behind the text, which is pretty solid if I do say so myself, so hopefully it won't be like a unlimited use sort of thing. And then this character also throws what I believe is a tactical camera or some kind of mine onto the roof there. Throwing knives back, we can see that from that clip there. This is actually the prison rescue game mode that we've seen several times in the past, or rather heard of several times in the past, where you have to go in and try and get the hostages out of wherever location they are stuck. And if you can get them all out, you win the round or you win the mode. This looks like it's going to be the Farm 18 map that we've already seen via some intel drops and whatnot. Again, we got some sniper gameplay sort of mounted up in a window there. This is the tactical camera field upgrade, and we again have heard about this in previous briefings with everything going on behind the scenes when I was able to see the game early. And Charlie Intel actually just tweeted there's 13 field upgrades between MW2 and Warzone 2, including things like the tactical camera, the inflatable decoy, the shock stick, the DDoS equipment, or the EMP, if you will. All cool field upgrades that are individual here. This is a new feature as well, the ledge hang. We've talked about this previously. Infinity Ward was pretty adamant about the new options to engage with this game. So you're going to be able to hang off the ledges here rather than always climb up them or mount over them. And just like on a ladder, you can actually hang off this ledge and use a weapon, which is going to be pretty interesting. Now, I do see my timeline again going crazy here. No slide canceling was just confirmed, it seems like, on Twitter. We get some AI animation there. I'd want to say, based off like how they're taking cover, I don't think that's going to be an actual thing in game with how exact that is, but we know that there's going to be options for cover in the game regardless. Like, that's pretty basic when it comes down to it. We get some interesting looks at weapons here. Obviously the weird scopes, they got some decent recoil. This is one that I recognized right away, though. The Joker is, in fact, back as a launcher, and it looks like it works the same way as it does in MW 2019 because this man hops up on a car and is shooting down the AC-130. I don't know if this animation would be in the actual gameplay or if that's just for special effects, but it looks cool. And then, my friends, we get to the Warzone 2 part of the trailer. Now, obviously, unfortunately, I can't show the audio here, but this does actually confirm that this is a new Warzone. Captain Price in this area goes, oh, we've never seen a war zone like this before. So I absolutely did Barry Sloan no justice there, but still pretty cool regardless, if I do say so myself. And you can see here, this is another thing that I think is very important to note. If we want to just count the players here momentarily. So in the actual plane, we see 3 there. We see 1, 2, 3 there. And then as they start to fall into the map, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players there. So are we gonna have 6-man squads in Warzone 2? I don't know if that again is just for like the trailer effect or what, but could be something to take note of. There's a lot of players falling in there. This is sort of featuring some of the new gameplay mechanics for vehicles. You can jump out of the car, get on top of the vehicle, and engage in combat through there. That was a shock charge or a shock stick that ended up messing up the vehicle there. This is another drone-based field upgrade. I'd imagine maybe a kill streak. It looks like it might actually be a C4 one, so perhaps that's a kill streak. You can shoot out of the top of boats, top of vehicles. You can engage in all sorts of combat like this. Betties float in the water, which is a brand new feature as well this year, so you can have streaks like that float in the water and surprise enemies that way. Obviously showing off Gunsmith 2.0, and we talked about this previously. We did a whole video on that yesterday. And then we get actual gameplay here where we can see various different things. The field upgrade in the bottom right, a couple of streaks. We see the mini map here. We also have the compass up top as well. You'll notice that on that mini map when players were shooting back here though, no red dots. That could be something controversial, right? Warzone 2.0 showing more of that as well. We got them exfilling there. It looks like potentially there's some sort of like crate or objective marker that's being picked up by a helicopter. Underwater, wait a second, underwater combat. That looks like a primary. Maybe that's like a secondary pistol. Perhaps that's what that is. Because at least they told us before with underwater, you won't be able to use all your weapons because that'd be a little bit overpowered in their opinion. So they told us melees and knives, or melees and secondaries only, sorry. Maybe that's like a machine pistol. And that's like a secondary that's applicable underwater. I'm not sure. Obviously, we're going to learn more with the beta. Get more epic cinematic footage, more executions and whatnot, usual trailer stuff, and then pre-order now to get early access to the Modern Warfare 2 beta. Call of Duty, if you need somebody to ever do the voice, I'm right here. I got you, right? But that's the multiplayer trailer. Absolutely awesome. Of course, it's a huge day for news in general with MW2, Warzone 2, everything going on there. Stay tuned on the channel for all sorts of content later today with Warzone 2 gameplay, more stuff tomorrow and all weekend long with the beta. If you guys are not subscribed, you'll want to do so ASAP. Join that Noti squad because I got plenty of videos coming your guys' way. And yeah, if you guys are excited for MW2, drop a like on the video, but that's going to wrap things up. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day. And I will catch you guys later. Peace out.